Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Sanch here with my beautiful wife.
What's up? It's Chels.
Hey guys, we're so excited about this video because we want to share one of our recent experiences with you guys. And I'm actually so happy to have you back from a trip that she went on, 4-day trip. She went to represent our business across the country. We live on the East Coast of United States, and you almost went to the West Coast, which is pretty far. So we really missed you, and the kids missed you. But she went solo. I was supposed to go as well on this trip, but I had to stay back to take care of the kids and make sure they were okay, all that kind of stuff. The timing didn't work out for us to go together.
Yeah.
But we both had to step up to a different challenge and get out of our comfort zone and attend to something for our business, our family, and just our well-being.
Sometimes as husband and wife, you've got to make decisions, divide and conquer, and move towards the goal.
Yeah, absolutely. So we both had unique experiences. We wanted to share that with you guys. So she went on the trip. She took the turn this time to go by herself and to represent our business and our family at this event, and I had to stay back with our kids, with our 3 kids, to make sure they got the best care, to look after them, and to provide all the things that a mom and dad provide for the children. It was a unique experience for us because we're more kind of traditional roles, so that was definitely kind of a role swap for us. Yeah.
I've stayed home with the kids, and you've traveled many more times.
Yeah.
And that's very natural for me, obviously being a mama bear and knowing my way around the kitchen and all those things. But Sanj was thrown into unknown territory and unknown waters.
Yeah.
Also, our backup for childcare, who was supposed to be here to help, my mom, Mimi.
Hi, Mimi.
Hi, Mimi. She got sick and she wasn't well enough to fly and come down to really help out. So he was really all on his own and had to figure it out. The night before, I was running around the kitchen and putting like sticky notes on different things, like this is how you do this, this is how you do this. But you know what? I'm so impressed because he did amazing at taking care of these kiddos.
Hey, thank you. And hey, I had to step up to the challenge. It wasn't always easy. There was some highs and lows and some challenging times. But, the important thing is the kids got good care, love, and, protection. They miss mommy, but at the same time, they were very happy with daddy and all the things that we did.
And I actually got some private reviews from the kids. I
Really?
asked them when you weren't here. I was like, girls, how did daddy do? And they told me this morning, they said, yeah, daddy was really good. Actually, Amber said, he made us really good food, a big breakfast, and he was really nice.
Call me Chef Sanj.
So you totally passed the test.
Thank you.
I mean, shout out to solo parents because that's definitely not easy, whether you're dad or mom. It's hard to do it all on your own.
Yeah, and I understand, and I know a lot of parents do this every day, right? All over the world, husband or the wife, most cases the husband, they go away for businesses, to serve in the military or for jobs, all kind of reasons, right? And parents have to divide and conquer.
Right.
So this was out of the comfort zone experience for us because for those of you who don't know, Chelsea and I, we raised our kids since my first born was 1 year old. So it's been 10 years now. We've both been home, raising our children. Now, this was by choice, right? This is what we wanted. This is how we wanted to design our life.
Yeah.
This is what we wanted for our family. We felt as though while the kids are young, it would be very valuable and important for her and me to stay home and provide the best care and the best education possible. And we also, found a business that allows us to do that. So you had to go represent our business, which is very important to us. It's the way we live. It's our lifestyle. And
it puts rice on the table.
Rice and a lot of other things too. But I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I was so impressed by how you carried yourself, how professional you were. I saw everything on social media, and you spent a lot of time with their team members, and also you did some speaking on a big stage in front of thousands of people. How was that? Tell us about that experience.
That was awesome. I mean, it was fantastic to get to meet our team. We work with people all over US, all over Canada. A lot of it's virtual, a lot of people from home. So it's so funny, you know people so well, but you haven't met them in person. There's just something about getting to able to finally hug someone, wrap your arms around them and be in person, which is really cool. And then I had no idea, but when I was at the airport ready to board my first flight, I got a call and I was asked to be a featured story on stage in front of thousands of people, which has always been a dream of mine, to be in a place and a position where we could get up on stage and be able to share our story and inspire people. And it was such an honor, and it was so fun. It did feel a little weird because we've built everything together, and I was like, I feel like my left leg is like at home. But it was an honor, and it was really, really cool. It was so fun to see everyone.
It was a very unique experience for you, and for me too, staying home without you and taking care of the kids for 4 days.
How did that feel?
Oh man, it was a great challenge that I really appreciated the time with them. And I also, during that time, I learned how much work you do in the house with the kids and with homeschooling and with all the things from, the chores, everything. I mean, we both work together in our own capacity, in what we're good at, and we really complement each other. But this time I had to play different roles.
We had to do everything.
I had to do everything, yeah.
So that's hard.
So it was hard, but it was also humbling and challenging, and it helped me grow, learn, build patience, grow my emotional intelligence, all that kind of stuff. So it was a great challenge. I had fun making, food for them, reading to my daughter.
You took them to the park, the splash pad.
Yeah, I took them to the
grocery
park.
store.
Yeah.
I don't even grocery store with all the kids. No way, I'm going to order it to the door, but you were pretty brave.
I decided to play all out, I took them to the park, the beach.
The beach, yeah.
I think we went for ice cream too. I'm not sure. We did a bunch of stuff in the 4 days. My mission was to keep them busy, keep them entertained, keep them well fed, and it takes a lot, you guys, looking after 3 children. And part of this video too, I want to talk about is, single parents, right? I appreciated so much of the work that single parents go through to raise children, right? I mean, I don't know how they do it. And to me, having a mom and a dad at home just seems natural. It just seems like how God designed it, and it just works well for us. And we share the workload, and you do mommy things, I do daddy things, and it just seems so perfect and seems so right. It's not always perfect.
Yeah.
I take it back. It may seem perfect, but it's not always perfect. There's always challenges, obstacles, ups and downs behind the scenes. You get tested a lot in many different ways. But it made me realize that it's such a challenging task to raise children on your own, whether you're a man or a woman. As a single parent, it's really, really tough. So I built a new sense of appreciation for single parents. So all the power to you guys, single parents, and I feel for you. You have my respect and my love, and it's not always easy. I know there's a lot of single parents out there, but also I'm grateful for what we have, for our children, especially having a mom and dad at home, and being there for them. So it's a unique situation for us, for our family, and this is what we decided for ourselves. This is what we wanted, and we went after it. It's been a work in progress. It's been a work in progress to make our dreams a reality, and to have the freedom, the flexibility, the options, the choices, and to really live life on our own terms. Sometimes we have to divide and conquer. Sometimes I have to do things that are very unnatural for me, because at times they wanted me to give them what you give them in terms of a mom, right? So the affection, the love, the attention, and things like that. So it was a big challenge to play that role. And I'm not sure for you how it was on the trip on your own. I know you made it look really good, and you did great. You did phenomenal. But I know you also felt, before you left for the trip, the morning, you broke down and you were crying on the couch as we were laying down together. tell us about that.
Like, we're here on this channel, we talk a lot about marriage, right? And we're pretty traditional roles. I'm a very feminine female, you're a very alpha male, and we're like a yin yang, and we work in those roles. But this was a situation where we had to make a decision where it just made sense for me to go and for you to stay. So we did have to kind of swap roles. And that role swap, it wasn't easy, but it was what was necessary for our family's ultimate goal. My comfort zone is home. Like, I can be home with the kids for days on end, and I'm like, I'm good. I have just a lot to do. I love taking care of them. So in the morning when I woke up and I had to leave, I totally like curled up to sand and burst into tears. Because I knew like leaving him and the kids was what grounds me. I took a stuffed animal for each kid. That represents
what did you take for me?
I think that's a woodpecker.
Woodpecker.
We are by the forest. You're just in my heart.
Oh,
yeah,
that's sweet.
At all times.
Okay.
But I took stuffed animals for each kid. They each gave me a stuffed animal that represented them, and every night I cuddled with all three of them.
That's so sweet. I didn't know they did that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. And then the first morning I woke up, because I was in a different time zone too, so I totally woke up like when I knew Sion, our littlest, was awake, and again like burst into tears, just missing his kisses and his hugs. And but also I totally had complete faith that you were going to be fantastic and this was going to be a great growth moment for you. You know, it's like that saying, distance makes the heart grow fonder. I think the kids appreciate daddy more. They appreciate me. I appreciate you. I appreciate them. So it was healthy, but it wasn't real natural for us. It was kind of going against the grain, but that's sometimes where like the juicy growth is, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't really natural for me to walk on stage and share my story in front of thousands of people, but I knew that as soon as, you know, I was asked to do that and they said, are you willing to do this, yes or no? I said, well, it makes me really nervous, and so I know I need to do it because it's pushing me out of my comfort zone. But sometimes you have to be willing to do that in your marriage and in your relationship. Be willing to maybe swap roles for a minute, or maybe do something that usually your spouse would be doing, so that you can ultimately keep growing together and keep moving forward together. And that can often be what helps you increase your appreciation of that person, because you walk a mile in their shoes. You understand what it's really like.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for doing that for us, and we appreciate you. We love you, and yeah, I'm just so proud of you that you went and did all of that. And I can imagine it must have been really hard for you. The beginning was hard for both of us, going into an unknown situation and not knowing how we were really going to handle it, how we were going to really get through the process. But ultimately, the end was really good, because it pushed both of us out of our comfort zone, and we had to, you know, work without each other.
Yeah.
And getting out of the comfort zone really helped us grow in many different ways, and become aware of many different things.
Yeah.
And also appreciate a lot of different things too. So overall, you know, the moral of the story here, guys, is, you know, getting out of the comfort zone, especially if you're in a marriage, and sometimes playing a different role in your marriage for the betterment of the greater good, your vision, is necessary, and it's important.
Yeah.
And it's not always easy.
Or simple
or natural.
Yeah.
There's a great reward at the end when you're able to get out of your comfort zone. We wanted to share our experience with you guys. I'm just so proud of you. Thank you for what you did, and I'm proud of myself too, because man,
I'm proud of you.
I am proud of myself too, because I was kind of nervous. I didn't say a lot of things to you, or, you know, speak my fears or my worries, because I wanted you to have a good trip, and I wanted you to stay focused on the mission. And but I'm proud of myself for really going through it and keeping my emotions in check. That's the most important thing, and not losing it in any way with any of the kids or in any circumstances. I had to exercise a lot of patience. I grew a lot emotionally, so it was a good thing for both of us. So we're back together now, and we're ready to keep rolling with our work, with our mission, with our life. And
one thing that I really appreciate about you, and that I think more husbands should continue to do, is encourage your wife to stretch herself. And, you know, you have always seen in me more than I've seen in myself, and have always pushed me to grow and to say yes to big, scary things. And you are not scared of what I might become or of me stepping into my true power. And I don't even know where I would be without you, truly. But you've given me that confidence to keep moving forward and to say yes and to do the big, scary things. And I'm just really grateful for that. You know, I work with a lot of women, and they have a lot of variety of different relationships, and some of them have supportive husbands, and some of them I can tell have husbands with a lot of fear of them growing. But there is so much beauty in both members growing together and really developing. So I appreciate you for always being that for me, and you did a fantastic job.
Thank you. And you have given me a lot of things too, and we need a 2-hour video to go through that. But you know, from a man's perspective, I want to speak to all the men out there for a minute. Yeah, I mean, encourage your wife to go be her best self. Most men are so insecure. They don't want their woman to outgrow themselves, outsmart themselves, or make more money, or, you know, the list goes on and on. They want to kind of keep their wife in small or in their corner, and you know, they don't really want to see them grow. And then as a man, you should want your wife to grow and push herself, and in all areas, right? In you know, physically, mentally, spiritually, you know, with relationships, you have to encourage and be a support system for your wife to really grow and thrive and become her best self, because ultimately it's going to serve you, it's going to serve your family and your children if she's becoming the best version of herself. So I feel like some men hold their woman back because of insecurity, you know, and you have to let that go. You know, you have to let that go and build some self-esteem and some confidence around your wife being and becoming the best version of herself, and continuing to grow through every season of your life. And that's empowering for her, and also ultimately it would be so valuable and empowering for you as well as a man.
Yeah, totally. And I think it's exciting. It keeps a relationship going when you see that person continuing to grow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. If you stayed till this far, thank you so much for watching this video. We appreciate your time. I hope that you really got something out of this, some values, some lessons, maybe some insight, maybe some inspirations. If you did find this video valuable, click the like button and subscribe to our channel. We really look forward to bringing you guys more videos on these subjects, especially relationship, marriage, and love.
Yeah.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.